It works. Hi, everyone.
I think does it work?
Yes, okay. We're all set to go. So thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you for staying this late. I know that we are long overdue regarding our agenda today. I really want to congratulate FLS team this year for making this event happen, because we really do not have a place to gather together, to get to know each other, to network, to share ideas, to receive some feedback, and we know that it's very much needed. So thank you. I will start this fireside chat by saying how innovation really and digitalization impacts our everyday activities. I will be mentioning several very simple examples to kind of explain why we basically created our own project. We used to go to look for CDs to watch our favorite movies. Today we have Netflix. We used to have Walkman, and bringing our Walkmans with us to listen to our favorite music. We have Spotify and many different applications, and I will also utilize mBank as an example to get rid of the waiting in huge queues, so we can do everything today by using our phone. I am working a lot with women entrepreneurs in Bosnia Herzegovina, and I keep telling them to constantly search for new trends, to look the new trends, and kind of utilize the new trends to constantly develop their business model to answer to these challenges, not to be afraid of digitalization and new technologies, but to really embrace them and to use digitalization to their own benefit. So we created EARN project. EARN means empowering artists using NFTs. And it was frightening at the very start, since this is the first project in Western Balkan region for UN, for United Nations globally. It's the first one as well. So we did not have anyone to ask, in case we have any kind of issues or problems. We needed to do everything by ourselves. So we started by organizing many different online education and offline education activities and workshops throughout the country, and we educated more than 200 women on how to transform their arts into NFTs and how to utilize this new innovation, let's say, to enter the global market and to really sell their NFTs for cryptocurrencies. I will start this fireside chat by briefly mentioning what NFTs are. Do you know what NFTs are? Yes. So I see heads nodding a bit, yeah? So NFTs are non-fungible tokens. Non-fungible tokens means that NFTs are basically innovative and unique asset that is stored in a database called blockchain, while using an innovative program called smart contract. Yes, sounds complicated, isn't it? But in a nutshell, it's not complicated at all. And we'll be having even here explain why it's complicated at all. So what we did, basically, we had target group. Let's utilize this project management kind of set of criteria to really see what are the problems women artists face in the country. So we gathered several responses. First is complicated legal framework, which means in case one wants to sell her art somewhere else, it gets a bit complicated. In case she wants to present their artwork somewhere else in the world. Then the existence of intermediaries or authenticity, because I think this 21st century came with internet and everything else, and that we need to be careful regarding our artwork, or whether someone will use our artwork and say that it's theirs, but it's not. So NFTs provided the response for all of that. So we created, or we published, the open call for women artists to apply with their arts, and had amazing group of people senior curators for all over the country who picked and chose 20 best winning artworks, and Ivana is part of the winning team, who then transformed their art into NFTs that we published online using the open global kind of network. And then we tried to sell these NFTs to a global kind of setting. So Ivana, over to you. I'm not going to introduce you much because I think that all of people here already know about you.
I don't think so.
Do you know Ivana?
No.
Did you hear about IVQ Studio and her amazing jewelry? Her inspiration basically lies with stečak, Bosnian stečak, which is Bosnian monument symbol, and the usage of bosančica script. So she is using the motives of BIH heritage into her jewelry line. However, apart from that, she also creates, she is artist, and she creates kind of art. So this brings me to my first question. Why stečak? Why stečci? Why bosančica script? Where your motivation and inspiration lies, and how you decided to pursue that career in your life?
It started actually, I will be around 20 years old when I was in a fine art. I finished fine art academy, painting, and like any student, I needed to make some money aside. So I started to make souvenirs. But I was lucky because I was in Trebinje, where you have so much heritage, monuments, archaeological findings, and so on. And it was actually very strange to me that no one is using that wide history and everything that goes with stage on, and why no one is using that? It was very strange because it would be a perfect souvenir for someone who is coming inside to see what Bosnia is actually like, or if he wants to know Trebinje, it was so logical to know what stečak is representing. So I started using that drawings, which were, I don't know, some relief. I'm not sure how to say it. It doesn't matter. It was like magnets and such on jewelry. And then I was more interested about history and started to learn a lot about that and about bosančica script. And now I use it like this. I digitalize those letters and I make that font so it could be used in digitalized products. Actually, all of my products are basically first digitalized version of them. So then I use machines and everything to make actual product on its own. It is so versatile. So that technology, which is available right now, is actually just another tool. Okay, there is inspiration out of that work, because there are some things you can do now which couldn't be possible if you were doing that all by hand. Of course, there is that moment also. So that's why I think bosančica and stečci are perfect example of something that is unity. I think that basic human need is to express itself, but also with that wish to express yourself, there is a responsibility. You need to send some message. So that message, we are like overwhelmed with messages right now, which are not positive. So you have like artists, I feel that I have responsibility to send that positive message, to have some positive impact on the world, not to be just someone who is seeing things from a side and not react on them. And digital tool, everything that goes with it, with modern tool we can use, is just another tool which can make it happen easier and faster and like that. So I hope I answered.
I was pretty much amazed when I saw your digital artwork. Why? Because you see two kind of men who are holding hand like this, and then there is something written using the Bosančica script.
Yes, that's a font I made.
Which is amazing because for me it was gibberish, to be honest. I do not understand it. And I think that your work really, you keep the Bosnian heritage somewhere.
Yes,
used
somewhere
for
near,
something. Yeah, I think that is extremely important. And why I ask you for the motivation is to somehow try to portray to people listening to us how art and creative industries can be digitalized and used again through innovative kind of aspects. Which brings me to my next question is, why did you decide to apply for EARN? And did you know anything about NFTs and what kind of value NFTs can bring to all of your digital kind of artwork produced?
I did know about NFTs before and about cryptocurrencies and everything. I try to keep up with the world, but also I was very interested to see this project is very special, not just because this was the first project that UN made that has anything to do with the NFTs, but for artists and for NFT, it's really rare that you see NFT collection that is selected by professionals. To see this created by I don't know, curators. I don't have a word for it in English, and also art historians, and you see, it's selected. So I was actually wanted to see if I'm still in the game, because I finished Fine Art Academy, but for many years now I'm working in the fashion industry. Of course, I'm incorporating my values into my work. That's okay, but I stopped playing with the fine art, and I wanted to see if I'm still in the game, and it sounds that I am. So I'm so very glad, and thank you very much for inviting me here to express.
That's amazing. And what do you think? How transforming your art into NFT could help you in your business?
It could help me. It could help me, and also it could help. It could help other artists that was in this project or that weren't in this project just by having an idea to can participate in some things like this. But this is a small market. Bosnia is a small market for art, and art market is very, very specific. You can apply some of the marketing strategies to the art itself, art market itself, but it's basically every market is very similar. Like, you need to put that art in front of the people that are very interested in that. And here you don't have, you have people that are interested in that in a sense of curiosity. But we are a small nation here. Bosnia is very small, and you don't have many people interested in NFTs, in art in general. So you need to find someone who is interested in art, and then also know about NFTs or is interested in selling or buying them. So this particular this particular project is very interesting because it would be, or I think it would be, shown to the other larger public outside of the Bosnia, and will be shown to the people who are in that art selling type of world, which is not before. I didn't have.
Yeah, it wasn't available.
It wasn't available to me before.
Yeah. So basically, after we transferred art into NFTs, these 20 NFTs, We published the huge kind of set of NFTs, kind of collection of NFTs into OpenSea platform. And we offered kind of the possibility for people throughout the world to see this collection, to see that the primary aim of this collection is to empower women artists in Bosnia and Herzegovina, which is a small market, very, very small market, and to really offer them the opportunity to reach out to global market and sell their artwork, which we succeeded, I would say. And very important remark to make is that in May, we had 6 months to implement or to pilot this project, and I won't lie, I mean, we had a huge amount of troubles, but we managed to finalize it successfully, I would say. But 3-4 months after we finalized the project, the Ethereums is what you basically, the cryptocurrency that you receive when someone buys your NFTs. The value of it was higher for 140%. So the amount of money that they bid on, let's say, I would say my NFT is worth $100, is now 140% higher than the initial bid, which is extremely kind of interesting because you can receive way more than what you initially envisaged. Of course, it can be way less than you initially envisaged, so you wait. It's kind of fluctuating atmosphere. But the most important part of NFTs and selling the NFTs are royalties. So when Ivana sells her digital artwork to me, I will be paying you, let's say, 500 KM, let's say. But when I sell to you, Ivana won't receive anything. I will be the one who will be receiving the value for her art. However, when transferred to NFTs, I mentioned smart contract in this really, really complicated sentence that I said at the very beginning. But this smart contract makes her one true owner of her NFT, of her artwork. And she can put, let's say, 5% the amount of money that she will be receiving every single time her NFT is being resold again, which is extremely important. So it's important to sell it, of course, but reselling is the one who brings a continuous supply of money to Ivana's digital wallet where the money is located, or cryptocurrency or Ethereums that can be then transferred to real money, to KMs or USDs or whichever currency, basically, you name it. I really want to question my first sentence that I said. It is about innovation and digitalization and how I know that many people are extremely afraid of it. I want to ask you, does digitalization scare you personally?
Absolutely not.
Do you not? Okay,
No,
so do you see the
would
opportunity to further really grow your business with the new kind of technologies that are coming in?
Yes, of course. It's actually very important to me to see and find new tools for growth. So in every sense. Of course, it's so many people are afraid because they don't want to go out of the comfort zone, you know. But for me, it's all I'm doing. I'm constantly getting out of the comfort zone and trying to find new solution for something in my work, or try to make it better or faster or more smarter. It's just a constant work on something, and every tool that is available to me or will be invented that could help me achieve my goal faster, it's all I want to know. I want to know what is it and how it works, and I want to see if I can implement it. So it's very actually important part.
That is amazing. That is amazing. And then, basically, since you believe in the digitalization and you are willing to embrace all the tools that are currently available or will be available, what are the additional benefits NFTs can give you? And do you have any future plans in this area?
So let's assume that this product will go on and live for a little bit longer. I would like to make some like series of works that are similar to this, because in this project, I actually what I get. What did I get back? I get back the valuation of my work, because that was a selective exhibition. So I'm cool with it now. And next step will be to see if I can make it in that NFT work. So I will try to make more of those drawings, but maybe not so for so specific public, like I did here on this drawing, just to see if I can make some series that could be interested to other people that are actually interested in selling and buying NFTs. It's a very specific market, and it does. You need a lot of research, yes, research about that market, about specific things that market and that are needs. So it will be a challenge, but I will try. Why not?
We are approaching to end that we will definitely have time for Q&A. But there is one example of a woman who was a photographer, and she took a photo and published it on her Instagram profile. Then many people took a screenshot of her photo and reused her photo basically to their own purposes, to showcase their hotels, the views that you can see, etc., etc. So she basically went to a judge and asking what she can do about it. So because everyone is now taking her work and presenting it as their own, and they couldn't do anything about it until she transformed it into NFT, and she had a story to tell around this photo. And this photo was sold for a couple of millions of dollars. It's one kind of story in a sea of stories or ocean of stories around us. But I think that it's important to first understand what you want to achieve with it. So first have really clear goal. Second, how do you sell it? Because I think selling part is extremely important as well. What is the story around your work? 3, what do I offer to my potential buyer? So if I'm interested in cryptocurrency, I mentioned royalties, maybe I can offer, I don't know, Zoom call with me. I think that Donald Trump did that with his first NFT collection, that he offered Zoom kind of calls with him one-on-one. Or whether I can offer some discount or to participate in some kind of group of people being together. So it offers a huge variety of options for many kind of different interested parties to utilize. And I think art is extremely important because it comes in handy, and you can kind of create the whole story around your artwork.
And this was very. I was in a unique position here because although those women were present actually their art in a traditional form. Just few of us had digital drawings, or actually there was one photograph created by artificial intelligence, I think Mid-Journey or something like that. So every other artist who had physical art work, they had to put in an agreement that they will put that in the fundus of Museum of Contemporary Arts in Banja Luka. But we who had a digital art, we could use it actually after the event. So I presented digital drawing, but I can use it in a merch, in my jewelry, make something out of it and make it live that was very specific about that, and very interesting thing. So it's not just, it doesn't stop there. So it's not something that is just shown in some virtual gallery and you can buy it. I actually have means to add more value to it. I can make traditional graphic out of it, and sell it or something, make it more popular, actually, and then earn on many ways. And then actually put it also and sell it like NFT. So I think could be higher by the time.
Yeah, so it's numerous possibilities that you can utilize for your for the initial kind of artwork that you have created. I will stop here now. I don't know if you have questions. Yes, you do? Please.
Thank you very much.
Hi.
First of all, yesterday it was mentioned how actually technology is used to disrupt everything that actually exists before. So it was specifically said for music. Now I'm interested in how actually this NFT, for example, way of proving your ownership disrupted the way of thinking, maybe the way of producing your artwork, because of course there are not only positive stories, because we know that NFT also has its own challenges and a way of storage. So now I'm asking you, are there some actually problems you faced through your work?
I didn't have any problems because my work is not very complicated. You know, it's just a drawing and it doesn't have appliance anywhere. But I can see where it could be with the music and the samples and really little. I think Zarina could be answer on that. Could have better answer on that question, because she is more. Knows more about usage of NFTs and how could actually be used and what are all parts that it could be protected. How can it protect your work?
So what we did, I mentioned numerous kind of educational materials that we have produced and numerous kind of online and offline workshops that we created. So the initial step was really, truly honest 100% about the innovativity and the new technology that we are currently offering to women artists, and let them decide whether they can pursue going in that direction or not. We did not experience any difficulties when it comes to NFTs, transforming art into NFTs. However, we had different difficulties. First thing is people in BIH, but abroad as well, do not know a thing about NFT. First was how to get people to understand what NFTs are and really to understand the benefits that it offers. We even met on a cup of coffee with the interested kind of person to really explain or to buy using our digital wallets and then transfer the money through our M-banking applications, because I think that understanding it and truly realizing the potential and the value basically that lies under it, it's extremely important. That was the huge, crucial problem that we had. The second one was the infrastructure. You can recall, I think that now we have 3 ATMs, coin ATMs in Bosnia Herzegovina. At that time when we developed it, we had, I think, 2, and they just started working. So how to then learn the people to use it? And the third one is how to reach out to people abroad. So gather yourself with amazing team and amazing supporters from throughout the world to spread the idea and to make it more appealing. So those are kind of the biggest problems that we kind of faced. The fourth one is a bit technical. In Bosnia and Herzegovina, we do not have we have 2 kind of small companies, but we needed something way bigger to transform NFTs or artworks into NFTs and to do all these kind of technical segment as well. Thank you very much. Did I respond? Yes, perfect.
Yeah, that's a question. Thank you very much.
Okay, I have one question and one concern.
Okay.
First, the question is it, well, it was just a thought while listening to you. Could it be that NFTs are inspired by the fact that, well, using images in NFTs are inspired by the fact that the ultra wealthy, if you know, buy paintings in order to store wealth? Is that in some way connected? And my concern would be, I was reading up on CNN Business an article about NFTs and the environment. A reporter stated carbon output, the amount of carbon output required to mine this stuff is morally bankrupt. So your thoughts on this?
Okay, so I will respond first to your concern. That was previously. So NFT started in 2017. I think that they sold the with the carbon footprint in 2020 or 2021. So it's no longer a concern. I can Google it to see how much the energy consumption it is. So it's now not a problem anymore because it is sold. When it comes to, I don't know if I understood the first kind of observation, but NFT is unique. So in case we create NFT, it's the only one NFT, it has to be unique. So the painting that we kind of transformed into NFTs are now deposited in the museum.
Certificate, it's like certificate of origin, you know, and you can show that you are owner of it. So that is what is the most value in it. And you ask about value and worth. So it's a question that anyone will bring in any market. So you're the one who is putting your value in it. In any of your products. It's how much you can offer. It's what specific public you find. It's not the same value for me or for you when using it or when listening or when it's just not the same. So it worth to me something and worth to you zero, and for that one who can really align with that work, it works much more. So you cannot put carbon footprint on that.
I see that we do not have more time. Is that so? Okay, then we will be finalizing. Please, in case you have questions, we will be standing there somewhere, and come join us and we will be happy to answer. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ivana and Zarina.